Word.
Oi.
All right, boys. First episode went well. Let's try this again. Preseason week 1. For some of us, week 2.
Still your week 1. You started week 0.
Okay. How the Panthers look, Mike? I know that's the big talk of the town here.
I mean, if you look at the banner.
Fair enough.
I mean, we looked pretty bad as a whole. I'm going to be honest with you. For a whole offense, Bryce Young looked fine. I mean, he's exactly as advertised. He has pocket presence. He took some hits and got up. You know, that's what everybody wanted to see. But goddamn, our offensive line missed some O-line 101 stop blocking techniques. I mean, the Jets were just running simple twist on us and getting and Ike Ekwonu, Cade Mays, Taylor Moton were getting absolutely turned around on their heads. Like some of the hits that Bryce Young takes, I don't care if he's 5'5" and 100 pounds. Like Tim Tebow would get hurt on some of those hits. So Panthers got to figure that out. I thought defense looked good, but shallow. Our first team defense looked good. As soon as the second team defense came in, they scored. Raheem Blackshear shined at the running back spot. But really, the whole issue is the O-line. I'm watching some film right now that I can show. It's very simple stuff. But you got to be able to block this shit. This is from my boy John Ellis. Brian, did you ever work with John Ellis at the Observer?
Nah. I worked with the photographer guys. But,
so, are you guys seeing that?
Yeah.
So look at this shit. This is our first round draft pick, left tackle, and last year's first round, or 2 years ago, first round guard, Brady Christensen, absolutely looking like high school kids. I know this guy's high school football coach. I know he taught him better. So there has got to be something where it's a just miscommunication. And it happens on the same side too. We can go to, the full list, and it's the same thing. Like they are just getting absolutely bamboozled in the backfield. Like I know a lot of us don't know offensive line technique, but essentially outside in technique. So Icky should be bumping Brady Christensen down, and Brady Christensen should be about on the left side of this hash mark. And then that gives Icky the ability to get the outside foot. There's pretty fine blocking over there. Bradley Bozeman leads up over there. Cade Mays looking like a sack of potatoes. But, like, this is O-line 101 type shit. Like, you can't fuck this shit up. You can't. So, I don't know if y'all saw this, but it was all over Panthers Twitter after the game. James Campen, the Panthers O-line coach, who's like an old OG football O-line coach, kind of like that guy from Hard Knocks in Cleveland. Brian, what's his name?
Yeah. He ain't that.
Whatever his name is. But he's like an old school guy like that. So what he did is he called a meeting like right after the game, which is unheard of. Like he didn't let any O-line go to media. He didn't let them go to meals or whatever. They went straight to the meeting room and had a meeting, which was, in football terms of you're getting chewed out for getting our young quarterback hit 4 times in 3 series. So, but it's not time to panic yet. Panthers fans are infuriating me by saying, like,
Facebook.
Time to panic.
Facebook, that's all they're saying.
Oh, my God. Dude, fire Frank Wright, Tepper needs to sell the team, all this shit, and it's one preseason game. We have a new left guard coming in. He was one of the rookies that we drafted in, I think like the 4th round or something like that. Salvatore, I think his name is. He's already taking first team reps, so they're changing shit up. There's plenty of time, and there's plenty of offensive linemen out there There's plenty of O-line free agents out there for us to grab up. So we just need to figure out the O-line, and I think we'll be fine. I also want to see us call anything more complicated than a high school systems offense. I mean, our offensive playbook was a trap, a outside draw, and then like basic play action and basic pass packages. So we didn't throw anything on them. Miles Sanders didn't play. Adam Thielen didn't.
You think that's just them easing him into his first game, and like next week they'll open it up a little bit more?
Yes, and I also think you have a brand new coaching staff and a brand new offensive coordinator and brand new system. I think you have 2 conference games starting off week 1 and 2. I don't think we're going to show them anything, no matter what team is playing, or no matter what line is playing, or what team. I think even like the next preseason game where I don't think any of the starters are going to play. I think we'll still run the same vanilla offense. I think just the fact that we have 2 conference games to start week 1 and 2, you don't want to show anything really in the preseason.
Fair.
I wouldn't be upset so Bryce Young looked fine. He looks fine to me. I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't be upset if I don't see him the rest of the preseason. I know that's not going to happen, but I would hold him to maybe 1 series next game, and then give him like a quarter in the 3rd preseason game, like they normally do with starters, and then that's it. That's maximum. Like I wouldn't. Maybe I'm thinking a little too much for that 3rd preseason game, but offensive line, they need to play every snap. I think you should leave the starters out there for the whole next preseason game and let them figure it the fuck out. But,
our offensive line isn't deep either, so I get it.
See, our offensive line isn't deep, and our starters suck. So it's a big issue. It's a big issue. Like everything looks fine, but the Panthers' offensive line. Yeah. Like your shit's bad when they have like a 10-second fade out, blurb on SportsCenter, and it's like Bryce Young making his debut with the Panthers, but ouch, that O-line. Like, holy fuck. Like, so they got to figure it out. Like, shit will fall into place. Defense looked good. I think that, I have zero concerns about the defense. That 3-4 defense is nasty looking, especially with Frankie Louvu already in midseason form. He laid somebody out. Should have been a caused fumble, but it was overturned. Brian Burns, they double teamed him the whole game, and he was still getting back there. He played for like a series, though. That was it. Justin Harrison didn't play, but there's some guys that stood out. Secondary looked good. We have a pretty kick-ass secondary. Brian, I know you talked about it on Saturday, but it's J.C. Horn, Von Bell, Xavier Woods, and then Dante Jackson is back from injury. So it's a pretty good secondary. And we've filled in some gaps in the linebacking core. The weird thing about a 4-3 is you have to have those 2 outside linebackers that are essentially stand-up defensive ends, which fits Frankie Louvu perfectly. So, but they've been asking him to pull back and play some of that middle linebacker and Sam linebacker role. So it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Fair, but I think we have one of the best offensive lines in football. But
hang on, did you just spell Calvin in the first banner? I know you saw. No. I know everybody. I know all of our 10 viewers saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was channeling Massive Mike's text message earlier where he said Calvin Cook.
Yeah, Calvin Cook's going.
At least you didn't spell it with a K.
No, but he's getting paid a lot of money for 1 year.
Dude, he's deserved it. Is he? I don't think he's outside his prime.
Me either.
I'll pick him up I'd pick him up as a RB2 in fantasy still.
Yeah.
especially on the Jets. I mean, Michael
he's
Carter,
better than,
Michael
yeah,
Carter
he's better
looked decent, but
But that guy from last year they drafted was on his way to 1,000 yard a year before he got hurt.
what's his name?
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So they have fucking. Hang on. They have Dalvin Cook, Michael Carter Jr.,
yeah, Brees Hall.
Brees Hall, who's back from injury, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
And then
They have the
Lazard.
reigning offense and defensive rookie of the year.
Well, yeah, we know about Sauce Gardner.
But I mean, and they got they'll be all right. Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard. I mean, they got.
Boy, and I thought the Eagles got better.
Jets will be all right.
Jets definitely beat them.
They'll be all right. Mike, what about replacement and Stetson Bennett?
Stetson Bennett, offensive rookie of the year.
Stetson Bennett played exactly. He is who we thought he was. Rookie of the year, I'd say.
Man.
If Stafford goes down, which is highly likely, look for Stetson Bennett to put Anthony Richardson in his place. Honestly.
I mean, isn't he the same age as Matthew Stafford?
Almost. He's getting up there. He's almost 30. Our defense got torn to shreds, which is kind of what I expected because we have, I think, 38 rookies. So,
yeah, and y'all probably didn't play any of the old guys either.
You mean Aaron Donald?
That's it.
That's
Wait,
it.
Don't you? Where's Bobby Wagner?
He wanted out, so we released him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's only two guys coming back that played any more than 500 steps, and that's Ernest Jones and Aaron Donald.
Which is crazy. And there's the possibility, if the team shits the bed, that they could try to trade Aaron Donald.
Yep. And also, our backup offensive lineman is so good, they gave up a sack to a guy who's never played football in his life.
Which still blows my mind that happened.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Mike, but the Chargers have a Nigerian football player.
Shut up.
Who has been playing football for like 6 months.
Are you mean to Millie?
She's barking at nothing. Oh. So, hang on. I need to know more backstory of that. So, did they – I got to be careful how I say this. How did he get recruited to play
They have
football?
apparently like some kind of program.
From like NFL Africa?
Yeah. So,
but I thought NFL Africa was like a football league.
I guess it is. I don't know. I didn't really even read about it.
So he was just a freak athlete. They were like, no, you're good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Send him over.
I thought you were going to tell me something like it was an Antonio Gates type of thing where he played a different sport and they were like, come play basketball.
The first line of the article was he had never played football before tonight, which was Saturday.
Whoa. That's funny.
And he got a sack against guys who had been playing their entire lives. So
that's so crazy to think about that he's that much of a freak athlete.
Yeah.
Like imagine
it wasn't like he fucking, ran in there, swish move, fucking dunked on him. Like Stetson Bennett rolled out towards him and got him, but whatever, it's a sack.
Well, yeah, but I mean, put a million Joe Schmoes off the street in an NFL game.
They're not getting shit.
I bet you 0 of them are getting a sack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking away from what he did. It was pretty incredible. But
you know who else looked kind of good this weekend? Which again, they played the Niners, who didn't start any of their starters, but Aiden O'Connell, he looked fine for the Raiders.
How my boy Sam Darnold do?
4 for 4, 68 yards.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it looks like Zeke to the Patriots is official now too.
Yeah, that was a $3 million deal. I think I saw.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bill Belichick will be good for Zeke. He might actually get back to somewhat of a decent running back.
Or he'll be cut by week 4.
Or that. for uniform violation.
Pull your shirt down, son.
boy.
Watch it be a Cam Newton thing where he tries to rejuvenate his career there and it's trash.
Man, you need to watch how you talk about Cam Newton on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot there's certain Panthers fans that wish he was still the quarterback.
I don't wish he was still the quarterback.
No, but there are some out there.
There are some out there. I wish. Here's what I would wish. You know what? Fuck a Manning cast. I want a Cam Newton cast watching Panthers games. That's what I want. I want him and Steve Smith announcing Panthers games. Did y'all listen to Steve Smith at all?
He sounds terrible.
Bro, when they let him go, though, he's hilarious. They need to let him go. They put a leash on him too much.
He either needs more work or he just doesn't sound good.
He doesn't sound good, but he doesn't
have the voice for it.
He doesn't talk like an announcer. He talks like he's he's with your boys.
Yeah.
Like he uses weird fucking sayings and he cusses a lot. So
that's why he does preseason work.
Bro, all of the Carolina Blitz, which is one of the Panthers blogs I follow, all of the Carolina Blitz videos from today are offensive line drills. All of them. Every single one of them.
They should be.
Every single one of them.
You'd think going against Brian Burns every day would, give you a bit of advantage against everybody else.
See, I don't know how much it does, though, because they're running that 4-3. So when the starters go against the starters, they're in that 4-3 or 3-4. So it's completely different. I don't know. But you would think, like, one-on-one. I think they're fine one-on-one. Like, you put Icky one-on-one, I don't think he got beat more than that one time, which was ugly. And Taylor Moton doesn't get beat one-on-one to the outside very often. But it's like the communication aspect. And that's either one of two things. That's either the offensive guards just sucking, which could be a very good possibility. But Cade Mays was pretty good coming out of Tennessee. He was pretty highly drafted. And Brady Christensen out of Notre Dame, I believe, is the same way. They're both really good offensive guards. So I don't know what the issue is. I hope it's just some sort of communication issue that James Campen can go in there and be like, look, fuck you, you suck, fuck you, this rookie's starting, and fix. But
they did joint practices all week too, right?
What?
They did joint practices all week too, right?
Yeah, and we didn't hear. Well, and what did we hear about? We heard about the Jets' offensive line sucking cock.
Well, yeah. What I'm getting at is they, if you go against somebody every day.
Can I not say sucking cock on here?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what YouTube's guidelines are, so we'll find out.
Sorry.
But what I was getting at was if you go against the same person every day, eventually you're going to figure something out, And it may not have, exposed it in practice, but could have waited to expose it during the game.
But see, here's my thing, and you bring up a good point, Mike. They went through a almost full scrimmage, like with the Jets in practice and a full – excuse me. Sorry, technical difficulties here.
Full cack?
In a full 2-minute drill, like against the Jets. And like the 2-minute drill was like a long 2-minute drill. I don't remember like what the actual results were, but it was like 10 plays and it resulted in a field goal. So the offensive line was obviously doing something there. And then the scrimmage, you didn't hear anything about the Panthers' offensive line, but what the reports were coming out of it was that the Jets' offensive line was getting the shit kicked out of them. So I don't know what happened in the game if like calls aren't getting right, if they're not communicating at the line of scrimmage, or what the fuck is going on. But it was bad.
If it is communication, it's a good thing it's week 1 preseason, not week 1 of the NFL season.
Goddamn right.
Who do you got this weekend? I thought it was Pittsburgh, but I don't know if that's right.
I think it's Detroit.
Detroit, okay.
Hang on. I'll look.
Who you guys got?
But I know it's a Friday.
The Raiders.
Oh, damn. Detroit's next week. We got Giants.
Oh, okay.
I think we have the Raiders.
I think we got the Eagles, I think.
It's Friday, so I'll be watching it. But
I don't know. They're not getting it. I haven't noticed.
Friday at 7. Also, whose fucking bright idea was it to put a game in North Carolina on turf in the middle of August at 4 p.m. in the afternoon? Did y'all see the start of the game when they were talking about the temperature? It was 118 degrees on the turf. Like, holy fuck.
That made no damn sense.
Like all of our other games are at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Who the fuck idea was it to put it at 4?
I didn't play at 9 o'clock again on Saturday.
Yeah, out west.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll be at a high school game.
Fair.
We can watch it at the high school game.
I mean, our game against the Commanders was delayed an hour because of rain.
Well, I missed almost the whole first quarter because the Ravens game ran over somehow by like an entire quarter and a half.
Oh wow,
bro! I'm excited for that high school game. Mike and I are going to my alma mater's game at Panther Stadium. They're playing Northwestern High School.
How much are the tickets for that?
That'd be cool.
Cheap enough not to worry about.
Yeah.
Since I'm an alumni, I think they were like $5 a pop. So like
Excellent.
And we're like
also a high school game, so it can't be that crazy expensive.
Yeah, and we're also like 6th row or 5th row or something like that. So
it's assigned seats. Like last time.
Yeah. Like I had to buy assigned seats.
Last time I went to a high school game at a big stadium, it was to watch state, and you just sat where you wanted to.
I think Panther Stadium has a rule where you can't have 100% general admission. Because I went to a like 4 years ago, I went to like a flag football tournament to support my buddy, and you bought tickets to that, but it was assigned seating, and it was fucking flag football, and they had literally had 4 games going on the field at a time. So like I don't know, but yeah, no, we'll have good seats either way. But it'll be fun. I'm going to send you a list of all of the 4- and 5-star players on Providence Day, and it's going to you're going to shit yourself. You're going to be like, why are these guys not on TV every week? It's crazy.
So do they play anybody like out of state?
Not this year. So here's the skinny on my old high school Providence Day is this is an anomaly. Like we won a state championship back in 2013, and that was the first state championship we had won since like the early 90s. And then we just won back-to-back state championships this year. And when the new head coach Chad Greer came in, Will Greer's dad, for those of you that remember Will Greer from West Virginia,
he's with the Cowboys now.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to talk shit about Will Greer. He's actually a nice guy. Questionable quarterback, but yeah, nice guy. But when Chad Greer came in, he completely changed the framework of how football is looked at Providence Day. And the AD, has to agree to that as well, to where you either want football to be the forefront of the athletic department or you don't. So, went out there. It's also a private school. So, question about who gets financial aid, who doesn't get financial aid, what type of recruiting they're doing, what type of recruiting they're not doing. Also, for those of you that say there's no recruiting that happens in high school football, you're fucking naive. But that's what it is. So they went out and, that type of shit snowballs. You get a couple of good players like Ike Ekwonu was a big one that came out of there. Number 1 pick or first round pick of the Panthers last year, number 3 pick of the draft. Like, once you get a couple of those players going around, recruiters start taking a look, and then, other kids start coming up through the program and transferring in, and snowballs. All of a sudden, now we have our quarterback going to Michigan. We have our number 1 wide receiver going to UNC. We have the number 1 junior in the nation that's going to have his pick of the litter. He's probably going to go to Alabama. And we have guys going to Georgia. We have guys going to NC State, have guys spread all throughout the ACC. and it's just crazy. Like I can't keep up with it. I follow the program on Twitter, and they post like every time somebody gets an offer, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like kickers are going D1. Kickers are going D1. Like our kicker, I'm pretty sure he decommitted from an ACC school and went to SMU, and got an NIT and is getting an NIT deal with SMU. Like craziness. So it's going to be fun. Northwestern has always been good, as you know, but Providence Day is out of there. So to answer your question about if they're playing anybody out of state, this is their year to beat the shit out of pretty much everybody in North Carolina because they're playing everybody good that they can in North and South Carolina. Like they're playing Northwestern, they're playing Charlotte Catholic, they're playing a couple other public schools. They're playing Weddington again, who's really good. So they're playing
Thames, Adam, Weddington.
They're playing as many. Me and him might actually go to that game just to watch me beat the shit out. But they're expected to run the table. They're expected to run the table. That's the expectations of them. 3 state championships in a row, and then next year we have another good quarterback coming up, and we still have some more depth coming up. That's the year where okay, give me on ESPN, give me nationally ranked, so on and so forth. So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, especially as somebody who coaches another sport at that school. It's very interesting. Very interesting to see what special privileges football gets now.
You were coming up when Independence High School was running their run, right?
Fuck yeah!
7 in a
they
row.
didn't lose. They didn't lose when I was in elementary school. I'm pretty sure, or they didn't lose when I was in middle school, and then Chris Leak. I think
Speaking of Wander Franco.
Oh God, that's a whole nother story. I think he was a senior when I was a freshman or 8th grader, something like that. So they kicked ass. Like in middle school, those were the games we went to. We didn't go to our high school games. We went to so in middle school, they were incredible. And then in high school, once Chris Lee graduated, they kind of started their downward spiral. And I think they lost their first game my sophomore year or something like that.
That's when they went to do the Corso Challenge in Ohio.
So what was there 173 streak or something like that? Because Brian, back then, North Carolina schools didn't really travel out of state. They would go to South Carolina and play Northwestern and Burns and stuff like that. But there was no traveling to California or Texas or anything like that to play these dominant teams. So these guys just didn't lose. And the rest of their conference was pretty miserable too. So they just...
God, I just went back and this high school football stuff just made me go back and on YouTube look at my high school in 2003. I think is when they did it. They went and they lost in the state title game or whatever. But all these videos I see people I went to high school with, I'm like, damn.
That coach that was at Independence left, went to Dutch Fork High School and won 6 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He's still winning there.
That'd be an impressive stat to look up, just his record, because he just didn't lose.
I'll look it up right now.
What was his name? He had a football coach's name, I feel like.
Tom Knotts.
That's it. That's a football coach name if I've ever heard it.
Let's look up his coaching record. He is... Where are you, Tom? Hold on.
Do it that way. Got it.
I'm not ready yet, dude.
I know.
What?
I was trying to figure. I kept putting Mike as the main guy, so I was just trying to figure out how to make it.
Here, I got something to show while we're waiting. Welcome to Foxborough.
Oh my god, that's like the worst.
Tom Knotts is 339 and 72.
Damn.
God damn, is that really him?
He's gonna wear 15 in New England, right?
That's an ugly running back number. What the fuck?
That was his number at Ohio State.
Ugh.
I mean, now you can wear whatever number you want. There's no.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. They should. That's what it should be. I'm still trying to get my Brian Burns Agent 0 jersey.
Yeah.
I think adding 0 is. I think the most badass jersey number you can have. This would be a cool draft to do. Like, what are the coolest football jersey numbers to have? I think number 1, obviously 69. 0 is up there too, because it's got to be single 0, not double 0. Double 0 looks weird. Yeah, and then 95 is a good football number too. 6 is a great football number.
I was scared.
Sorry, that was wrong. 438 and 65.
Damn.
That's still impressive.
The fucking guy from Somerville that coached there for 50 years. I can't remember his name, the guy.
I want to see the 30 for 30 on the guy that, speaking of high school coaches, I know y'all have seen that guy that never punts.
Yeah, now he's at PC and Sutton.
Yeah, and onside kicks every time.
Yeah, it didn't work so well in college.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
He won his first 3 games against the deaf and blind schools.
Those were the schools that essentially paid. They paid to play.
Yeah. Well, I remember Game Day did this whole thing about him after he went 3-0, and literally that week he lost by 60. It's not good. I wonder if he's still there or they fired him.
Speaking of college football and not going to do well, I don't think Colorado is going to do well. Do y'all remember me telling you about watching Colorado practice footage? How they look like a fucking middle school team?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're in a whole different conference.
He got fired from PC, and he returned to Arkansas to found Kid Champion, a motor skills development and academic program for kids, and does radio.
Good for him.
He resigned less than a year into his deal. What a puss.
Brian, are you excited for your Sunday ticket?
Yeah, I used the shit out of it this weekend. To be honest with you.
I still don't know how it's going to work at bars. I don't know how it's going to work when we go to Angry Ales.
I read something online that it's still a trial period, so bars are still going to be on the same thing they were on probably this season.
With DirecTV.
Yeah, and then
because
they're using it as a fun. Because remember, we had to call and kind of be like, "Hey, can we get the multi-view thing?" When they first did it
for March Madness.
Yeah, and now it's kind of everybody has it. So they're still, I think, working out kinks and bugs and stuff. But then I read something about they might offer bars a package. Because you can have 3 or 5 members on your
right,
YouTube
but
account, so I don't know how it works.
But there's a difference. The fact that it's a stream, you're never going to be able to get it. To my knowledge, you're never going to be able to match up to where the Panthers game is playing in room 1, and it's at the exact same time playing in room 3, unless you put it on a split or something.
But even, I mean, to be honest with you, Angry Ales never has their shit quite right anyway. their streams that were sometimes ahead of the other ones. However they were doing it, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But
It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how much I use it.
As of week 2, right now, week 2, I'm gonna be using it 100% because I'll have Panthers on one screen and I gotta have the Browns on the other for the Monday nighter.
Oh, you're gonna be using it at the tailgate at the bar?
I think so.
We're partying.
I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
God, I need to fucking.
So we'll see.
So the only thing I don't like about this stream platform is so goddamn bright.
I don't think it's that bright.
I mean, you're orange right now.
I see. I'm not orange on my screen, or I am just orange.
I think it's just yours.
Yeah.
No.
You're completely normal on mine. I don't know. But, well, what you guys want to do this again this weekend possibly after we draft?
No.
Yeah, we gotta have we gotta do the fantasy football episode.
Yeah, so we're drafting Thursday. Duck racing. Figuring out who gets the pick.
Also, here's a question before we wrap.
Yeah.
So I'm in 6 leagues this year. It's turning into 6.
I'm in 4. I'm not done.
I might go. You might have to check me into an institution. But a couple of the leagues that we're doing are interesting. Pick the draft order before the draft, or show up day of and pick the draft order. I've been in leagues that have done both.
I have 2.
I think it's interesting. I think it definitely is a completely different strategy.
Yeah, because you can
in the leagues that I've done it before, the first couple rounds of the draft go fucking lickety split, especially the first round, because people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking boom, 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 boom."
Yeah, you kind of know who's going to be picked first, second, third. You know, you kind of know where the picks are going to fall if you have ahead of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've done that before.
I like picking at the draft.
Well,
Why?
I think it'll be fun to do it. Patrick will be the only one not there. We'll stream him in. I'll put in 10 fucking ducks with everybody's name and we watch him go.
Oh yeah, for the people listening that don't get that context of what Brian just said, because if nobody knows, you just said ducks going across the screen. So we're gonna do a duck race. So online, you put everybody's names in, and it randomly races ducks across the screen.
Also, can you put a time limit on picks?
Sure. I'm gonna record the duck race, and we'll put it at the beginning or in our next episode.
Fuck yeah.
What
did you say, Mike?
You can put a time limit on draft on picks.
Yeah.
I mean, we always do. We don't. No,
we
don't
can
always
put a timer.
do. But
I mean, like a timer, like 2 minutes.
A hard timer. Yeah, we can do that. I don't care.
Yeah, somebody's just got to run the timer.
Yeah. I mean, we could do like.
You know, Mike, that could be your job.
Yeah. Just put it on your phone and hit repeat every time somebody.
That's what I mean. We could do you could do
you can handle that.
You could do like 2 minutes, and then once you get to like the 6th round, you can give it a little bit more time if you want or something. I mean, yeah, I'm down for that.
For me, I'm trying to be there all day because somebody doesn't know who the fuck they want.
Yeah. Well, we know last time Tom had to go back and forth just to do his thing.
Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna take a shit.
And then Patrick, he's got to try to figure out what it is. So we got to make sure he hears us. But I think we'll be all right.
Where is he at?
I think I thought he was in Clemson, but I might be wrong. Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Tom will have to just tell him who's picking what. And then I got the board. I got the stickers. We're good to go. I just got to hang it up. Probably Wednesday. I'll make room in that room. We didn't get moved until, we're not moved over yet. But, yeah.
What time are we? What time?
I think we're doing it at 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Sunday?
No, Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I was thinking of the bucket shop draft. Sorry.
Yeah. The following week, I think, right?
Yeah. It's not the same week as the next week, yeah.
Yeah.
Because my other league is drafting September 1st, like right up against it.
I have no idea when my other league is drafted, and then this Bleacher Report league I'm in, I don't know exactly when we're drafting it either. So there's 15 or 16 people in this Bleacher Report league.
Dude. Oh, so I joined one of Camille's family league, like the Charlotte family, their league.
Yeah.
Fucking 14 people in the league. Guess what pick I got?
13.
13.
Well, at least you get kind of a back half of a snake.
Dude, he did the Camille's brother does a thing every year. This is pretty cool because they've been doing it for a while. So he sends out a video every year of him picking the names and picking the draft order every year. So cool tradition there. But I was sitting there watching the video, and the video is like 4 minutes long. I'm sitting there, I'm like, he goes 9, 10, 11. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How many people are? First of all, I forgot how many people were in the league. I thought it was 12. And it gets to like 11, 12. And I'm like, oh my God, like what the fuck? And then I'm 13. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, there's 16 people in this Bleacher Report league, and they use
how
ESPN.
do you pick on a 13th pick?
Do they do this? Does divisions? Are you guys having divisions or like 2 conferences? I mean,
I don't know, dude. Dude, this is wild. So like, I'll have to send you this. This is one of those fantasy leagues that's on like the CBS app that I'm pretty sure Camille's brother used to do when it was in the newspaper. So like, he has like his own point system and like all this crazy shit. And I don't know, but I don't think we do divisions. I think I don't know.
yeah, there's a brown and orange division.
Also on the CBS Sports app, so that's another fucking pain in the ass. I gotta use. I'm in 6 leagues. I gotta use 3 different apps.
Yeah. You guys cool with snaking? Like we've been?
Of course. There's no other way to do it. If you don't do it, I'm gonna leave.
Throwing it out there.
It's called serpentine, Brian.
No, it's a snake.
Yeah. Tell Tom to suck a dick.
A serpent, Mike, is a type of snake.
Yes, but serpentine is what we're doing.
Serpentine, isn't that type of cracker? Oh, it's salty. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Here's some serpentines and cheese.
Man, we ate that new buffet, Mike, today.
Told you it was good.
Some weird people in there, but it was a good buffet.
Some weird people.
Orlando was triple
We're
on
on
the
Dave
list.
Boulevard, so. Some weird
And then
people.
I was in a part of Rock Hill, which I've never seen before, so that was interesting.
You never been to Dave Lau?
No, we like I went past like what is it, Highway 50, and saw some shit, and there's like all kinds of terrible houses, and then constant new builds. It was weird.
So like south of Rock Hill, or
It was whatever the exit is. Like if you're going from here to Rock Hill, it's whatever the exit is after Sutton Road.
oh, okay.
Cherry Road?
I don't think it was Cherry Road.
That's
So
the exit.
oh, okay, maybe. I don't know. It was Highway 50, whatever that is.
See, I don't know how people speak in highways. Like, give me a fucking landmark or something. Like, Highway 15, about
You know where the
4
Home Depot
mile
is?
down. Fuck
You know
that.
where the Home Depot
Where the
is?
Home Depot is.
Yeah, I know where Home Depot is.
All right, somewhere over there.
Okay.
See how
Sure.
fucking easy that was, Brian?
I'm past the Home Depot. That's all I know.
God.
All right, I have a couple of TV and movie updates since we keep
Yes.
this a TV and movie podcast. First of all, Hard Knocks Flux. Everybody should go watch it. Episode 2
Yeah.
tomorrow. Have y'all seen the first episode?
No,
No, I haven't watched this season.
It'll make you like Robert Saleh, believe it or not.
I don't think I ever disliked him.
I like him. He has a pretty kick-ass speech in the first episode. I'm convinced Aaron Rodgers is permanently stoned every practice now. He's just too chill, or he's on he's microdosing something. Also, Mike, Winning Time,
How's that?
the Lakers show.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I got to finish that.
Good Lord, boy. 2 episodes into season 2.
I haven't
It's
watched
really
that yet. Either. I need to watch that.
Ryan, you should watch that. You would enjoy it. John C. Reilly actually plays a serious role, but he's kind of
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. So it's good. It's cast amazing. The guy who plays Magic Johnson is awesome. Whatever the guy's name that plays Kareem is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, can't convince me otherwise.
Except for he's not 7'2".
Yeah, but he looked 7'2" in the show.
Yeah.
They make him look 7'2".
I'm gonna add it to my watch list right now. So,
Is it on the Plex?
I don't know. I have HBO, so I don't know.
Yeah.
My
No,
HBO keeps fucking up, so I can't use it.
Yeah, it should be on the Plex. If it's not, let me know and I'll add it.
Word. All right. And then I gotta watch Hard Knocks for sure, but I'm trying to watch that with Sammy
Oh yeah, Jet season and all.
since it's the Jets.
I'm excited to see. Well, excited is a weird word, but all tomorrow's episode is going to be the Panthers. So it'll be
Yeah. But,
still got to see Oppenheimer. Update y'all afterwards. Fucking
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and Barbie.
and Barbie. Yeah,
I might watch Oppenheimer.
Barbieheimer.
Is that on the Plex?
What?
Is Oppenheimer on the Plex?
So they are both on Plex. They're both pretty decent copies if you don't mind Spanish subtitles.
I need to watch
I can't
the
read
Meg.
them, so
That's what I need to watch. The Meg too.
I heard that was terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, first
I
one.
heard it was absolutely terrible. So please tell me if it's not, because
I'm
Camille,
going to see Mission Impossible tomorrow at 7.
Camille really wants to watch it, and I don't. If it's gonna be terrible, because I didn't. The first one was pretty cool. There was a lot of giant shark in there, but I heard this one wasn't good. You gotta let me know how Mission Impossible is. I'm excited to see that. I'm trying to watch the last 2 or 3 before this one, at least before seeing it. I know they don't line up at all, but just because.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, everyone's back in this one, so
Yeah.
it lines up a little bit.
Yeah.
Even like his wife is back in this one.
So now I gotta go back and watch all of them. Cool.
She was at the end of the last one too. So
That's right. I don't really remember the last one.
I don't either.
I saw
I
it
don't
in
remember the last-
theaters. I saw it in theaters, and that was the only time I saw it.
Yeah.
But
well, it's better than James Bond, so that's why I support it. Hot take.
That's another episode. That's another episode.
so we should steal. Speaking of hot takes, since you have a hot take like that, we should steal something from Barstool that I saw today. They had a draft of the hottest takes for 2023.
Oh, okay.
Did you see their fucking Pizza Time draft? That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
They have the worst drafts in the.
Somebody picked
worst drafts in the-
oregano in round 1.
They Lights Camera Barstool did a hottest take movies draft, and I think the third pick was that King Dynasty will never come out. It's looking that way.
I don't know if that's a hot take. If that really
What do you
counts,
mean?
but
You don't
I
think
don't-
the biggest like
I don't.
storyline Max movie not coming out isn't a hot take?
I think
I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think it qualifies as a hot take.
I do.
I mean, in theory, this writer's strike should just put a pause on everything.
Yeah.
Especially since maybe wrong, but didn't what's his name get like cleared, or isn't he getting cleared of those?
Yes.
He is. Yeah, he's innocent. So,
Yeah. So
and he's back in low key season 2.
he
Yes.
is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm excited for that too. By the way, I gotta go back and rewatch the first season.
I got to finish the first one. It's not
It
what I wanted.
tails off kind of in the middle there. Like there are a couple episodes because I remember it took me a while to watch it because there were a couple episodes I just didn't like. Like
Well, I wanted like low key. I didn't want to be like. I didn't want Tom Hiddleston talking to everybody.
exactly.
I wanted low key. You know.
Yeah. It kind of took a turn that I didn't think it would take, but then it brought it all back. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm excited for the second season.
It'll be good.
I feel like that's something that they use to give us a lot of information. So hopefully find out a lot. And then we got Ashoka coming out soon too.
Or what?
Ashoka.
Oh yeah.
That's coming out soon, right?
There's a lot of stuff coming out. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's sooner than I thought. That's August 23rd. So that's almost a week away.
What is our next draft going to be then? Besides fantasy, obviously.
I mean, I kind of dig that hot take thing.
Is it just for like anything or
like 2023 hot takes?
Which could technically be anything.
Yeah, like hot take: Disney doesn't make another good movie until 2024.
Well,
I mean, their last 3 movies.
Hot take: Pixar hasn't made a good movie since Toy Story.
Yeah, I mean,
you should watch The Mitchells versus Machines. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
You like
I haven't watched it yet.
it's okay.
I liked it a lot.
This is a whole nother episode full of tangents, but there hasn't been a Pixar movie that's blown me away in a while.
There hasn't been a movie that's blown me away in a while. Period.
Well, you hate everything, so
No, I hate Lord of the Rings. That's not everything.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm calling it.
But I just turned my cool lights on, my cool studio lights.
Oh,
I can make them change too. Like, you can't really see that. Good time to end it.
all right, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for dropping in.